Andre, I have a very important message for everyone that's watching.
Wow.
This is a good vibes only stream.
Good vibes only, indeed.
Because the vibes are immaculate right now, and
This guy.
I will not tolerate anything less than that, than immaculate vibes from here.
That's right.
Until, honestly, around midnight tonight.
Zero vibes corruption allowed. And you're right, until midnight, because we are blessed. Nightcap, the Buffs tonight.
Exactly. So just make sure you have that deeply embedded inside of your skull that all negative vibes you're going to have to personally fight me if you bring negative vibes here right now.
Right. Post Buffs Cal buzzer only allowed.
Exactly. If you want to get negative, then that's fine.
Exactly.
But I just don't know why you would based on the way the day is shaping up right now.
Since we last saw you are 3 Pac-12 dubs deep?
No. Well, if you count Colin Morikawa, he of Cal University, or University of Cal, whatever you want.
He's a Cal Golden Bear.
Yeah, he is.
He's a Cal Golden
So
Bear.
he's a dub. So I told you this morning, like, holy cow, the slate has never been this clear. And I threw you Morikawa over DJ. There was a 25% profit boost. I threw it on there. That's plus 150.
I got the unsolicited friends and family pick.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That was special. That was real nice.
So that was a dub. Oregon over Fraud State, a.k.a. Arizona State. Just cruised right by them. And then
Very
we're off
nice.
to a hot start here in UCLA, Oregon State. So we're off to a good start.
No, but that's today. Yesterday, you gave out 2 winners as well.
Oh, correct.
In the Pac-12.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
And as I said, Lady Destiny
Saved me.
made it so that the show would start late enough to where you couldn't pick against Arizona State and your perfect record would not be tarnished before we could even start.
Exactly.
I mean, that's... Everyone wants wishes they could redo things. You had a true like second chance at life with your
really
Pac-12
didn't. But
tournament.
I like to believe if I was there to bet against Arizona State last night, they would have lost. I let down Washington State by not being
You
prepared.
probably
to bet on
did.
them.
You probably did. I think you're onto something.
But, it all should be noted, after those Pac-12 picks is also when I called Landy to score the game winner, which kind of like vaulted me into this new world of clarity in which I'm living in right now.
That's true.
So, you've had 2 chances already to get on this train. It is not my fault if you're late to the train. I did everything I could
Everyone is late to the train.
to get the whole world on the train. So
I hope
here's
people were late to the train on my White Whale Futures parlay for conference winners because Press Virginia's out already. RIP them.
Yeah. I mean, they went up against a tough Oklahoma State team.
They did. Yep.
Okay. So, in case you weren't here in the morning when I tweeted it or during the first leg, here's what we got left. You could technically get in on UCLA Live. I don't know what spread you're going to get. I would recommend just take the money line if you're trying to get them in. Then we've got USC minus 7.5 taking on Utah at 6:30. And then, of course, the Buffs are taking on Cal at 9:30. Cal's getting 14 points. It's just too many. So that is the parlay.
That's the Pac-Festers parlay.
UCLA up 10 at half right now. So they need to cover 5.5.
And tune in tomorrow for leg 1 because we're going to have more Pac-Fester picks.
Exactly.
Wow.
Like I said, Morikawa
Special stuff.
was a banger. And that nicely guides us into our big 3 here.
Yeah.
While I'm just talking about my own bets, I might as well just keep it rolling.
We'll get into this after the big 3. That's fine.
Okay.
There was a fairway promo, but I forget who it was. Bryson, Colin,
And DJ.
maybe DJ.
Yeah, they were a group today.
Did they all hit the fairway?
On what hole?
First hole?
Man, that's hard.
No.
It's okay. No, leave it. Well, now it's all messed up. I mean, unbelievable. It doesn't matter. The big 3 is the big 3. The people are frantically trying to punch these bets into their phone right now. The least we could do is leave it up. They can see my beautiful caricature face.
I'm sorry. Is this correct? Minus 110, minus 110, minus 110?
Uh-huh.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
You have entered another dimension.
I'm telling you, dude.
You're no longer mine. You're like...
I'm on a solo project.
The betting gods have taken you. You're theirs now.
Yeah, I've been
Wow.
absorbed into their
Holy cow.
their UFO. Okay, LaMelo Ball. Over 17.5, minus
Incredible.
110. He scored over 19.5 in 6 straight games. Let me double check that. I actually wrote down my notes today instead of
That's
just,
outstanding.
keeping them here.
While you look
he scored
that up.
over 19 in each of the last 6 games, set at 17.5.
He's been on
We love it.
fire. Gun to your head, one bet to save us all. Kachuk brothers, Lonzo, and Bonzo, and the rest of the Ball family.
I only get to choose a
It's
Kachuk or a Ball.
A Kachuk or a Ball. That's it.
Wow. Well, that's easy for me.
Your boy Lonzo.
Yeah, I'm a ball buster.
Yeah. He's good. He's good. When he's good, he's good. Well played.
I'm in on LaMelo tonight. We have gotten in on Lonzo before.
Yes.
We are searching for ways to bet on Bonzo, although it's very difficult because he is not very good at basketball.
He's not. He's in the third division Turkish league right now.
The Adriatic.
Is he?
4th division. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know truly.
Were you actually serious about the Turkish?
No, that was a joke as well. Yeah.
All right. Next on the list is Trae Young over 25.5 points. This is something I've really been trying to dial into recently is I want to know what jersey, when a guy lines up against them, just says like, oh, they're getting the work tonight. It's like
right.
We talk about in golf, now that we're back into the golf betting, horses for courses, right? Certain golfers see certain courses and just say like, oh, you're mine.
What a perfect analogy. It really is. It's that great matchup. It's
Yeah.
the horses for courses. I've always loved horses for courses.
It's unis for loonies. Something like that.
I'm kind of with it.
Yeah,
I'm kind of
okay.
with
So
it.
28 and Trae Young has scored 28 or more points in 3 of the Hawks' last 4 matchups against the Raps. The man just looks at them and says like, "Oh, you're getting the work tonight." And so we like Trae Young over 25.5 points.
Yeah.
And finally, we finish with another one that's just like this, but this one has a much bigger sample size. Is even more impressive. Kemba Walker has scored 21 or more points in 9 of his last 10 appearances against the Nets. He loves playing the Nets.
Yeah.
And so he's going off tonight. And you mentioned for his whole life he's been going off in New York.
Dating back to his time in the Big East. He gets to the Mecca of basketball. He goes off. So I like
Cardiac Kemba.
Correct. And then we have Joseph in the comments telling us Brandon Ingram rebounds. Those Pelly props always hot. Everyone loves some Pelly props. Let's go to my big 3. Alex the Brinkat, over 2.5 shots, minus 167, 6 in a row. The overs hit 16 of the last 19. Pretty absurd. Big believer in, what were you calling? Something cat.
Yeah, I think I was just calling him the kitty.
The kitty. There you go.
No one likes it. That's why we
almost
love
sounds inappropriate, but we'll allow it. Barkey, over 2.5 shots, minus 170.
Oh, I called him El Gato.
El Gato is what we were going for. Thank you for restoring order because that was about to go sideways.
It just depends on whether he's trying to fight Sam Girard or not. Because when he's trying to fight Sam Girard, he's the kitty.
That's right. That I'll allow. Barkov.
El Perro.
He's doing exactly the bark. It should be. The over hasn't hit the last 2 games, but he'd had 10 in a row and is 19-6. The overs hit on the year. He's averaging 3.5, so that's a nice safe one. And then Texas Tech money line taking on Texas. Big 12's a fun one. It's all about matchups, and Tech, even though they're a lower ranked team, this is a nice matchup for them. They beat the Longhorns in Austin by 2, dating back to December, and then beat them by 9 just recently in late February. Listeners of this show will remember that because I gave it out. Guns up.
Guns up. Guns up.
Guns
Tech.
up.
Is that what that's what they say, right?
Austin says, "Wish me luck."
Yeah, I don't know.
Combine both big 3s for a big 6. The 6-pack. Brought to you by Breck Brew.
Holy cow, yeah. How are we not marketing that?
I mean, I'm marketing everything all the time.
I also have a stash pick of the night. Whenever you're ready for that.
There's no reason to stash it any longer.
Well, we're going back to the well. Austin Matthews to score a goal, minus 122. 20 goals in 24 games. by far leads the NHL. He's a beast. Getting that at -122, really nice value.
How are you going to look at a guy who looks like this telling you to bet on Austin Matthews to score a goal and say no?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't say no.
I would not recommend it.
Yeah. Austin Matthews. What caused this renaissance? I mean, he's always been good. Now he's just like the best.
Could it be the stash?
It could be the stash. Could be the stash.
I feel like that's a recent development.
Okay. So we've got El Perro, El Gato, and Guns Up Tech. We have the Pac-12 covered.
Yeah, the Pac Fester. You got that out the way early. Yeah.
So let's jump into the dilemma of the day right now. But after.
But first.
I don't know why that's so fun for me.
That's-
After we
that's
tell you
great, I
about
know.
our friends over at DraftKings Sportsbook who are offering all sorts of incredible props this weekend in promotions and just everything. They do everything better than everyone else. And now.
Next 2 weeks, I mean.
Yeah, new users. Oh, that reminds me. New users can bet $4 on any college basketball underdog if you win $256. It's an insane deal.
Yeah, it's absurd.
My favorite one yet. The payoff is
by
higher.
far.
It's my favorite one
by
yet.
far.
You gotta love what they've got going on over there at DraftKings Sportsbook, and of course they
value
always have
Yeah.
the sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you use the code DNVR at sign-up. So make sure you jump in on that. Of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough. Restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. And speaking of our great friends over at DraftKings Sportsbook, get your questions ready because we got our guy Johnny A coming on the show next week. He's coming back.
Again,
He
we
couldn't
got him.
get enough of the boys.
Yeah, big sports days. Johnny A reaches out to your guys.
That's how you know.
Yeah,
That's how you know. March Madness right around the corner. Johnny A on the pod.
That's right. That's good stuff. And yes, Austin, we'll be talking about those kind of strategies and all that fun stuff going into March Madness coming next week.
Oh, and speaking of March Madness, we are going to dominate March Madness around here. We
can tell people about this?
Oh, I can't imagine why not.
Okay, let's do it.
We've got a Big Bets Bonanza on Thursday, which doesn't get any better than that. Did you see I snuck better in there? Like betters. We've got a
better big betting bonanza.
We've got before that,
4Bs.
we've got a Selection Sunday live show where we'll be discussing where all of the, local teams, hopefully, I can't believe I'm saying this, hopefully the Rams get in.
High pressure, yes.
So we'll be doing that. And then every morning of the first weekend, we're going to be doing like a pre-game show.
Wow.
So, yeah, welcome into your new home for March Madness.
That's amazing.
And, of course, we'll be doing shows.
Sounds incredible.
Except for on maybe Thursday, I feel like the show will be wrapped into Big Bets Bonanza.
That's starting early.
That's an all-dayer. I promise to be here for the full marathon. No one else is required to do that. But I'm going to be here for at least 12 hours. Well, you guys could do shifts.
We need to talk scheduling on that.
Yeah, we do.
Okay,
It's gonna be
okay.
baller though. It's gonna be awesome.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So while we're here, dilemma of the day. The dilemma of the day is created by Dre.
Don't do it to us.
Is Cal plus 14 cheese? It's been a while since we talked about our lactose intolerant selves. You are all about this, so I'm just going to let you lead this discussion.
So you took Cal by 14.
I sure did.
Ben downstairs. Ben Girding. Find him on the DNVR Buffs podcast. Great stuff. Also, couldn't believe 14 points. Mm-hmm. Anyone looks at this, they think, wow, plus 14 in a tournament setting, this is absurd. Mm-hmm. Well, I agree. Mm-hmm. My spidey sense is tingling. Mm-hmm. I think this might be cheese. Do the Buffs blow him out, though? What did they do in the previous meetings?
They lost.
Is Jabari Walker playing?
Yes. He didn't play the last time.
Those two pieces of information now have me more confused.
Yeah, it's a confusing number there, except it's really not to me. I see the Buffs winning this game in just ugly, slop it out fashion.
Comfortably, though?
Nope.
In doubt. Very uncomfortably, and he likes the under as well. You know your Buffs. You know your Buffs. You guys
also
know your
know
Buffs.
how to read my feelings on the Buffs better than anyone.
Yeah, but on this one, I don't think this is like I think you like genuinely think in this setting, and I agree with you. It's just like, are there injury? This line doesn't make sense.
I know it's not right. It's a bad line.
Oh, I hate bad lines. There is no such thing, Ryan.
Says Buffs not at home are a different team.
Oh well, that's like a 10-year-old narrative. But
Well, and in the tournament, luckily, everyone's away from home.
well, and just
Weren't they-
college basketball? No one's the same team. when
Weren't they
were at home.
really good in the Pac-12 tourney, like at the start-ish of the Tad Boyle era?
Well, they won the Pac-12 tourney in their first ever Pac-12 tourney.
As a like long shot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 4 games and 4 nights.
Oh God.
Beat Arizona in the title game. Oh, it was glorious. Last Pac-12 tournament at the Staples Center.
Feels truly like a lifetime ago.
Well, it was like 2012.
Dude.
It was a
Oh my God. Where does time go, you guys? All right, Ryan. All right. I might sprinkle the Buffs minus 14.
Okay.
I might just because
I believe in that.
I don't know.
I'm not against you doing that. I will say, if the no, I'm trusting in my vision.
you can't.
Don't
you
muddy
can't,
my
you
vision
can't.
of the
No. You can't. I would advise this: the under, and maybe a Buffs first half spread.
So that was kind of the other dilemma of the day in the headline here, which is if you want to bet on the Buffs, what's the best way to do so? Now, this is my advice to you, I mean, it sounds crazy for me to say this and also say I don't think that the Buffs are going to cover. Mm-hmm. But the over/under on Cal is set very low. Total points by Cal is over/under 59.5.
Okay.
I like the under.
I like it.
So, but you would think like, oh, aren't the Buffs going to win 70-55 if they're going to go under that number? And to me, it's like, I just don't think so. I think that they're going to win
You see it like 60-55.
63-57.
Right.
In just an absolute slop fest.
I respect that. It's a muck it up game.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
So there you go. That's my way. If you want
I'll allow it.
if you want to have a bet that has you cheering for the Buffs, it's on the defensive end. I think Tad Boyle has this team really bought into his principles, which are defense and rebounding,
That is nice.
which can travel pretty well in these types of situations.
Yeah, and the squad has a nice mix of like maturity and depth that is nice.
Yeah.
Right now, okay. I think we should give out our DNVR rugby pick of the week.
Oh, nice.
Big win last week for the fellas, for Colton Strickler. Check them out, DNVR Rugby every day, yeah?
Yeah.
Every day. And so Colton feels bad because he's been trying, he's given us nothing but bets in the plus so far. A minus 106 this time around. He's got the Blues.
Tell him that we are very unmarried to the juice.
Absolutely. We have detached ourselves
Yes.
from the juice, in fact.
The juice, we don't even see it anymore. All we see is winners or losers.
We denounce the juice. So Blues 7.5 point favorites. They swept the Highlanders last season, beat them by 3 in their first meeting of 2020, and then by 11 in their second meeting. They're coming off an early bye and should be rested and playing their best. So, yeah. And Highlanders just beat the lowly Chiefs. Might be kind of, reading their own newspaper clippings and
Do they have newspapers
the Blues
down
are going to
there?
get, of course. And little birdie tells me there's already movement towards Colton's pick. So jump in now.
Jump in now.
You might even have it at 8.5. If that's the deal, jump.
Well, if he wins this one, he's gonna start turning heads.
I think so.
All
We
right.
could be the #1 rugby betting podcast in the world.
I would believe that.
Certainly this side of the hemisphere.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Where there's newspapers.
Well, here though, not so much anymore.
That's true.
A little retro.
Where there aren't newspapers?
Yeah, exactly. Certainly not where we live. at the DNVR bar, the casino. Digital only, friends. Digital only.
The casino is popping. I can hear the slots from here. And we have like 17 bets to tend to.
This guy especially. Yeah, so do you want to tell the people what happened this morning? We talked about, everything was like eating a light breakfast on Thanksgiving morning. You went to the kitchen.
Yeah,
you grabbed a
I
turkey
went to,
leg.
Like, country buffet for breakfast.
You double mash, gravy, you had it all.
Everyone's like, dude, it's 9 a.m. I was like, I know, but I think a turkey leg sounds really good right now.
Yeah.
And I feasted.
There you go.
Nothing but winners so far.
Now we feast. Right. Great omen. Love to hear that.
So now we bear the fruits of my labor of this morning.
Indeed.
All right.
No.
We'll catch you guys later. Good luck on your bets.